What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Bella here. If you are new, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my links in the description. If you are welcoming yourself back, hey, welcome back. Welcome to the Moo Cows. I've had a different name for you guys. I've never stuck to one name because if I ever did, I probably would never actually use it. So if I say hey guys, or hey Moo Cows, or hey Moo Gang, it's because it's what I call you guys. Also, I've actually been active on TikTok and Instagram, so go ahead and follow me on there because I haven't been focused or active on YouTube because school's been kicking my butt. And I also have a story time coming. I actually recorded the story time already, and I didn't like how it came out. Like in this video, it wasn't made for this video. So like I'll probably save that recording and probably put it on another video. But also I want to talk about like my future for my machinima series in today's video. So bear with me because I'm just starting down ideas, I'm storing stuff. Also, if you guys actually have not checked out my recent video that I posted 5 days ago, it's basically a whole bunch of behind the scenes of everything that goes into like I think it's like 43 minutes of just like me there doing stuff for in another life, and it's mostly focusing on the Elena and Elijah POV point of view. If I say POV, I mean point of view. So yeah, but when I do start streaming again, there will be other points of views because my goal for that is to have like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna try to explain it the best as possible so I don't sound dumb like doing so. So I want to have Elijah and Elena, right? But I also want to know like everyone have like their piece of the puzzle. Like how does this, okay, how can I explain this without I'm sounding dumb? Okay. The piece, like I gotta say, like we all know that this story is not, I don't want a story to be based around anything. Like I want people to have their own, like I want everybody to have their own faves. Like you guys have your own favorites or whatever, and they have their own storyline and they have their own thing in the story. So say for instance, I can give you guys a little teaser. Styles is from a fandom that I enjoy and I love. He's gonna be part of my machinima series. But I also want to have my own branch for Styles to branch out and have his own love connections, his own life, obstacles, and have his own storyline where he's not only being, portrayed as Elena's so-called whatever, because I can't give you guys that because it's just, you wouldn't, watch it if I told you everything about what's happening. Yeah, you're gonna see Styles in the next episode. He looks very different from how he looks. I have created Styles to look like a much older version of Dylan, and he's a work in progress. So is Derek. So yeah, Derek's making his appearance as well, and yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, say for instance, yeah, Derek is from the same Teen Wolf fandom, but I also want him to have his own storyline that has to go with something that doesn't have to always associate himself with Elena. Hint, hint, a little teaser for the people. It's coming out very soon. You're like, you said it was coming out this day. I'm sorry, but like, editing a machinima takes a lot of work. I remember when I was so driven to I'm still driven, you guys, but it's not the driven that I used to be, especially with school. Like I edit half of it, and that editing, I started it, that was like 4 months ago, like school. Like I made that in summer, and then I edited some last week, and then I'm gonna edit some this week and most likely get it out. It will probably go on Patreon first, so go ahead and follow me on Patreon. Also, I'm doing like little comments, not comics really. Yeah, I might call them a comic. Fandom comics with like my favorite fandoms, but it might be story related. It depends. But if you guys go ahead and follow it for $5, it's just something simple, something to support the channel, something to go forward to like a better setup for Twitch and also YouTube. Yeah, that type of thing. There will be comments that are story related and not story related. So basically storytelling that doesn't have to do with machinima form, and is also much quicker to get out. So say for instance there's like something that goes on between the characters that I don't want to put in machinima form, I can put it in fandom comic form or selling terrain form on my Instagram or on Patreon. Most likely will be uploaded to Patreon, and you guys will probably be able to get the behind the scenes of like the thought process if I make a video of me like, you know, actually doing like, you know, sitting down, recording my entire process, even though it's like a really long process because it takes like multiple weeks to do so. Like writing a machinima episode takes so long. Like I do want to do like a tutorial thing on YouTube where I show you guys like my process, but like I can't really explain my process. My process is like a very messed up process. Like I'll watch something or I'll see something and I'll get inspiration, but it's not like I'm taking inspiration from that. It's like I see somebody making YouTube videos or something like say for instance Emma Chamberlain, I watch her and I'll get so inspired to finish something that I started months ago. It's not like I just one day get up and I'm like boom, I want to do this, but I have never seen anybody do what I've done or I'm doing, and that's why I'm like I want to not stop this, because I have done machinima series and stuff like Desire was something crazy that I was going to start, but I never finished it because I never had the drive for it. That's why I said if I ever get bored with one aspect or one point of view, I can switch. That's why I never wanted to have where if I ever did make a machinima series, I wanted it always to be connected. And I have never really seen anybody do the other but another Simmer, Street Simmer. Like all of her stories are somewhat connected. They're never like you see one story but you don't see the other. It's kind of like intertwined if you really look at all her stories or their stories, because there is two people behind that whole thing of that. And like if I ever did have somebody come on my YouTube channel or whatever, it would actually be to edit my and I take that back, because there's a certain way I like to edit my videos. Like even though it's like not that hard to edit videos, like the one thing I really take pride in is my editing for my machinimas. I don't know what it is, but like when I actually finish, like that's the only thing about machinimas that I really really love, is the storytelling is amazing. It takes me months to create the episode and everything, but it's just amazing how it just comes together. Your vision comes together, and also you learn how to animate. So the next couple weeks, not this, no, okay, I take that back. I lied. I take that back. After football season, I will learn how to, make animation, because I actually joined Flag. So there is a story time that I'm coming let me stop lying to you guys. I don't know when I'm gonna record that thing voiceover, so like don't hold me to that, because I'm never probably gonna do it. But most likely I will do it because it's gonna be fresh in my mind, and I really want to tell that story, how I had a panic attack on my first game. At this point, not really panic attack, more like had a mental breakdown. Let's stop lying. Mental breakdowns, almost had a panic attack type vibes, you know. Nothing too crazy, but I did cry like a baby, but that's beside the point. It really was beside the point. Back to my talking about machinima making. I know I'm supposed to be talking about like just kind of future things for another life. I want to change the name. Hear me out, because the thing is I never wanted to be Elena in the legend story. I never wanted to be that, because we all know that I can't stick to anything for my life, and I will probably be like I have to focus on them only. And right now, there's a lot of people that I want to bring into this storyline, be connected in some way or shape or form, a relation, a love interest, a best friend, a cousin, a brother or sister, be related in some way or form of Matt, and there will be drama. Yes, not second episode, not so much drama, more like sass. There's a lot of sass in the second episode, and most likely hint from Elena. There's a lot of sass. I see that a lot of people have seen Elena as someone that can be controlled and manipulated very easily, and I wanted her to break onto some new sense, so she has sass in the next episode. She's kind of putting the people that are trying to tell her what to do in their place. Like, I might be a doppelganger, I might be this, that, and the third, I might, be in love with a Michelson, but, I'm not gonna let you boss me around. I am a person, and I can do what the heck I want. who do you think you are? And also, let's keep in mind, Elena and Elijah have not told each other they love each other. Even though they really do love each other, they've been through a lot of stuff together. This whole him leaving and coming back has really stirred up some new things in her life. And I'm not talking about just him leaving. He has left before, I'll tell you guys that, but he has left before and he comes back. That's just Elijah. Elijah has, he has many alliances and allies on other places. Him and Niklaus don't have the same allies, and I have put Klaus in a more of a lenient position with his brother. He is trying to help his brother, and you can see in this story, Elijah's not always the brother that has all the answers, because we all say, oh yeah, Klaus always needs Elijah's help, but I want to see in the beginning of my story, I want to see Elijah need Klaus's help in like relationships, even though Klaus can't keep relationships in his life. But also him and Elena, they have like this I hate you but I also care about you type situation going on between Elena and Klaus, but it's not like it's strictly platonic at the moment. Will it ever venture into something more? I don't know. You have to sit tuned and find out. Elena knows that there's a war brewing between her and the supernatural, and she doesn't know why she has that feeling, but even Klaus is seeing the change in her, how she's carrying herself, the sass, the upcoming behavior, how she's just sneaking off into the quarter to see the witches, and a lot of stuff is happening. And if you want to know what's happening and why she's acting this way, she's making alliances with people she thought she'll never actually have to do. If you guys actually want to know more about like Elena's point of view, not in machinima form or storytelling form, there's like little diary entries that I'm going to start writing for Elena on Patreon. So I'll start doing them when an episode comes out. I'll do a diary entry maybe a week, maybe a couple days ahead, so you guys can kind of get like a gist what's been going on, and you guys can get that on any tier. I'll probably just put it for the $3 and the $5. That is my 2 tiers at the moment. They're not really that high. If you guys actually want to do a little extra support, and if you guys are on the $5 one, you get to get it early. And after I get the second episode done, I am probably going to, the third episode is where all the tea is going to go down. I'm not even going to lie, but watch the second episode, because the second episode is not going to make a lot of sense if you guys are just like, who is this, who is that, and whatever. I love how Elena is breaking onto her new skin in this second episode that's coming out, because it is coming out, most likely come out this week. I don't really know. It depends on how my focus is this week, But I just love Elena, this new part of her, and I think Elijah leaving this time has really shook something in her, has basically told her in so many words, like, she's been down. Like, we know she's been down. First episode, she was down. She didn't talk to anybody. But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of new changes in Elena's life. Like, she has had a lot of things happening. You're going to see just how big the changes are from everything. Elijah comes back. There's a lot of new changes have been made. A lot of new demands have to be met. And a lot of things that she never thought she would have to do is she's gonna have to do. And a lot of people that she thought that she might have to let go in order to survive, she never wanted that, but that might be the only chance for her and everyone that she cares about survive. And also Jeremy, he hasn't been back in Mystic Falls since the last incident of Elena and everything. When Michaels came into town, there was an incident. I'll get into that a little later in the story about why Jeremy is MIA, and the reason why he's MIA is because Elena sent him away to Denver. If you watch Vampire Diaries, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sent away to Denver. He wasn't compelled. She convinced him to leave her, and she was safe with the Michaelsons. But she had a plan in place if anything would ever happen. But her plan came more focused when Elijah ended up disappearing. She loves the Michelson brothers. It's a love that she can never actually ever escape, because she's stuck with them. Like as much as cliche as it sounds, she's kind of really stuck with them. And even though that a lot of people are gonna say as long as you love a Michelson, you will have a death sentence. Loving them is a death sentence, Elena. She doesn't care, but at the same time, she's like, I have to protect my family. Maybe I have to make some hard decision and let some people go that I never thought I would have to. And maybe a lot of people are going to be like, are they going to break up? Maybe letting someone go is not what you guys think it's going to be. It's going to be more of a, I'm letting you go as this person in my life. I still need you in my life, but I don't need you as this. I can't have you as this person at the moment. If you guys understand what I'm saying, you'll get it in the 3rd episode, because I am not writing it at the moment, but I am thinking about all the ideas and everything. And also, I can tell you guys already know kind of who's coming. There is new witches in the quarter. There is some werewolves are going to come out the woodworks, a broody werewolf that we have in mind. We have a, spatty, no, actually no longer spatty, teenager sarcasm, but he still dressed with sarcasm and he's fun as ever. Styles Stilinski coming to us live, and he's really cute. The first episode that I put him in, he does look pretty young, so as you guys will see him throughout the series, he will actually look a little bit older. And Klaus and Elijah have got to makeovers because it's super hard creating them. Elena was pretty easy, even though we have actually fault with her skin overlay and her body preset a few times, but I might remake Elena again. It depends on how she goes. Maybe after the second season. There will be a second season. After the first season, I will probably remake her again and probably give her looking a little bit older. I like how Klaus looks at the moment, and Elijah, even though I'm trying to get their style, because I want to kind of break Elijah out of his suits. I know we all love the new brother in the suit, but I think it could be interesting to see him in something else in a suit as him and Elena start to work out their problems. But also, there is a conversation that has to be had. It will be happening in the 3rd episode of their relationship, because Elena does tell him in the 2nd episode, I'm giving you guys little teasers, that they need to talk and everything. And a lot of people are kind of like deer headlights right now, because Elena is stepping on necks and she's making allies with people that she never thought she would. She's becoming this bad bitch in a storm. She's becoming a diamond in the roughening, if that makes sense. And also, she's going to be spending a lot of time with someone that she never thought she would, and you have to guess who it is. Also, the pack, Scott and Allison, are going to make an appearance soon. A lot of things are going to happen with Styles, because Styles has been keeping secrets from Scott, and we all know how it happens when the brothers of, I would say, I don't even know what to call them, the brothers that anything that happens, from murder, from betrayal to being a traitor, they always take each other back. I love Scott's and Styles' relationship, but there's some things that are unforgivable when it comes to Scott. But he, as Styles, takes him back always because it's his brother, and he will never ever leave him or abandon him, even if he treats him like crap. But let's be honest, we all know that Styles is in his fair share of things. Not really a lot, but he has done a little something here and there that actually shouldn't have happened. But I love Styles, and even though his character is my favorite, I can't pick favorites because I'm writing for all of them or whatever, even though I might favor a character or two every once and again. And you're like, who's this apartment for? This apartment is for actually somebody that's actually going to come to the series, but has nothing to do with the actual series. It's like they're going to be in it, but it's not like they're going to be their story. They're going to have their own separate story. It's a whole thing. They might be supernatural. I don't really know. Yeah. What else I want to talk about? Yeah, Styles has a secret. His secret, he's been seeing someone, and it's nothing like, it's not like they're romantic. It's strictly platonic, but let's just say the person that he's seeing, they were on the best terms with the pack before they disappeared, and now she's in New Orleans, and she's been living her best life, and she has talked to the pack since the whole incident of Styles being possessed by a 1,000-year-old spirit. So that happened, and ever since then she has been MIA. People thought she was dead, but now they had a reason. After a few months after her disappearance, she had about a year into her disappearance, they had a sign of life that she was alive and she was well. But the only person that ever kept in contact with this one person that helped her fake her death, dun, 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 was Styles. Styles helped her fake her death, and that's not the secret. That's not the secret that he helped her fake her death. It's because he's been seeing her this entire time and hasn't told Scott yet, even though it's been about a year and a half in, and he's been secretly taking trips to go see her, and it's strictly platonic. As I say, they've been best friends. They're really, really close. She's even closer with him than Scott is. Like, him and Scott are good. Like, they've been in like a really good headspace of lately, because there has been at least no supernatural craziness in Beacon Hills. But the girl coming into this whole mixture has having Styles' head on a whole nother level of, I don't even know, of MIA. Like, he hasn't been MIA, but he's been there but not there. He hasn't been, like, he's been super happy. He's been like a different breed of, oh my god, Styles is seeing someone, but it's not like that. It's like, she's my best friend, and I don't know if I would do it without her. I wish we could have been like this before everything happened, before everything went bad in our lives, before everything that we touched ended up dying. And a lot of things that I want to see with Styles is, y'all want to see him get his happy ending, but I can never promise he's gonna get a happy ending, because we always like do Styles wrong. Or whatever. It's going to be really challenging for him in the next few, not in the first season, because he's going to have a smooth, easygoing transition from Beacon Hills to New Orleans. But we all know eventually, after hiding something for so long, you do have to face the music, and I feel like he's going to face the music sooner than later. Not right now though. He's gonna be living his best life with his secret, basically his mistress. Throw a little spiciness in it, even though they're not sleeping together. It's just something very spicy that you want to throw in the mix. The person that he's been keeping in secret for so long, for about 2 years now, she knows that she's in hiding. Not really in hiding, but more like he's not telling the pack about her. But also, she doesn't really care, but she's starting to care that he's not telling them. So it's like she cares, but she doesn't care. It's kind of like, it depends. They do argue a little bit about her being in secret of the pack. So like when she calls, she doesn't answer the phone when they're in the same room with the pack, and the supernatural hearing, annoying. But also there's another thing that the pack does not know. He has multiple secrets, you guys. He has at least about 3-4 secrets that he hasn't told the pack. And I don't know if it's going to put a damper on their relationship or not, but I know Scott's going to be beyond pissed at him about keeping not one secret, but several secrets. And they're not all going to come out at once. Maybe 2 are going to come out at a time, but they're not going to come out all at once, because I want it to build. Also, I need to go CC shopping, so most likely I'll do a video on that. I'm going CC shopping for the apartment. It is a moderate, I don't even know how to say that, a modern apartment. It's going to be a lot of whites, grays, blacks, that type of thing, and a splash of color every once and again. There is going to be a roommate situation going on, so I was trying to figure out what type of, how I should plant the rooms, because I was thinking about having an open space all throughout the house, but also have a little hallway going to your rooms in real life. But when I tried doing it in The Sims, it didn't look right, so that happened. This actually will be most likely, their story will be posted on my art page and also on Patreon, so go follow me on there. Also, I actually did a Squid Games edit for The Sims. It was nothing really related to the game itself. It was just one of the characters that I really enjoyed on my For You page or my discovery page, and also just loved her look in general. And I was like, oh, I can actually recreate her, and she was really cute, and she really gave me something that I haven't had in a long time. I haven't added a sim and never used them again. It's like I've been sticking to my Sal and Shin shit for a minute. I really love Sal and Shin together, or whatever. But I'm excited for the new things that are coming in Another Life. You know, I want to change the name. It changes to something else. And also, if you guys want to have additional scenes or scenes that I can show on YouTube, because, you know, like the Mana, they like to monetize or age restrict videos that are not even age restricted worthy. You know, it's getting crazy out here in these YouTube streets and everything. So yeah. And I'm also gonna start making poses and animations again. So I haven't started making animations, but I also want to make a class where I it's gonna be on my 5 what is it called, 5 tier, and I'm gonna be able to like start the process of making a machinima. I can't tell you guys like your thought process or anything, because like it took me the longest of times to actually figure out my own thought process and how I like editing my machinimas. I can't tell you guys how to edit them. I have watched a lot of videos of teaching you how to do basic camera movements and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna show you guys how you guys can get started, what things you're gonna need, what type of things you need to expect when you do make machinimas. Like when you are recording or you are editing, you're gonna have like where you don't want to like edit. Don't get discouraged, just save it and basically take your time. Don't try to post something quickly. You make mistakes, and I have made mistakes on my past machinimas, and I've seen that. I kept them up because it's a growing experience, but you just take your time and you just look over your wording and your editing and make sure that everything looks nice when you get your final product. And maybe you're not proud of it, but still post it. It's basically a learning curve and everything. And the thing it is, one thing I actually can say, a lot of people ask me, how do I come up with my ideas? I love romance, and I love romance, I love smut. I also love supernatural, the fantasy of it all, but I have never found something that has put all of my favorite fandoms into one whole thing and everything. By the way, I don't own any of the characters from the fandoms that I take from. I will tell you 100%, I don't own styles, the character styles, or I own Sim, but the name Sal Solinsky, I do not own it. That's all Teen Wolf there, the creator of it all, you know? So, yeah. Every person or every character that I ever got out of a movie, not really a movie, but most likely Elena, Elijah, Klaus, all of them are made by the originals in the TVD creator. That all rights go to them, but my characters will remain my own. So yeah, but I'm really excited to kind of just branch out, show off some stuff. We're gonna have some heartbreaking moments, some really bad moments between the characters that are going to be displayed. Also, Scott has kept a secret from Styles, but actually he hasn't kept it just from Styles, he kept it from the entire pack. He's dating somebody, but it's not the typical person, and that's just how my new characters come into play. There will be a small part that this person will play, but it won't be for a long part. So eventually there will be a heartbreaking moment in the series that has to do on Scott's end of the bargain of his character, and things will work out in the end. He will be who he's supposed to be with, but it's going to be hardships when it comes to Scott's relationship with this new person. They've been, semi together for about 2-3 months. It's a really nice, fun experience. Nothing really official, something just casual, but they are dating. and he's been keeping it a secret, even though he knows Styles is not going to judge him because he's bisexual, and he feels very open to his friends exploring their life, their sexuality. Like, it's not a problem. So yeah, when Styles does Scott tells the pack, actually not really tells the pack about it, more like tells Styles about it, he's gonna congratulate him, but when they find out who it is, yeah, I just kind of restarted my recording because I did curse in the last take, and I can't curse because YouTube likes to flag people for cursing. So yeah, when they find out who it is going to change, not everything, but it's kind of just gonna give like a bit of a whoosh in the thing, because what this person is and what their, I wouldn't say their supernatural ability, because let's be honest, there's a lot of things that is going to happen. They're going to lead up to confusing events because of the confusing events. You understand? If you get that reference, you're a trilogy. You know exactly where that's from. Because the thing's going to happen because of the confusing events, because of the other confusing events. You got it? If you got it, you got it. Okay, alright. I have nothing else to say. I'm excited for the new stuff. Teen Wolf movies coming out in 2022. Yeah, I have really been I've been stressed out, but I've been the happiest I've been in a long time. I actually can say that in a video. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was not in the greatest headspace. I can actually say that 100%. Making videos with you guys was a way to cope with the fact that I felt like crap. And yeah, but right at this past summer, I felt like my best that I ever had, and it's from my band family and the YouTube community and my other social media. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for following me on my shenanigans, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Peace out, everyone, and I love you guys so much. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my videos.